opposites attract, right? Opposites do attract, but they don't stay together. Why in your life? I'm just speaking in general here. Why in your life that you find compatibility in everything else but your mate? Do you pick friends that you don't like? Do you pick friends that you're not compatible with? Why do we do that with our mates? Allah says He has created companions for you. And among them, you find tranquility and love. He says, in this is for people who give thought. In this is for people who give thought. It is amazing to me that we stay late on our jobs. We read manuals to make us better soldiers, better officers. We go to leadership schools for hoping for chances of promotion. We do all these things to have a better career, to give us some standing in the world. But I have yet, and I counsel all the time, I have yet, unless I suggest it, a man or a woman to tell me what their relationship goals are. It is amazing to me that everybody in this room, everybody, you go to your job, you have weekly meetings, right? To find out the direction of the company. You have IPRs before you go to the field to find out the vision of what you're going to do out there. How many of us have weekly meetings with our family to determine the direction of the family? The Prophet Muhammad said marriage, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, is one half of faith. Allah says in the Quran, as a Muslim, it's farida. It's obligatory that you pray, that you give zakat, that you read the Quran daily. These are small things that you must do to what? Sustain your faith. What do you do to sustain your marriage? The Prophet Muhammad says marriage is one half of your religion. You sustain your religion by praying, fasting during Ramadan. What do you do to sustain your marriage? Do you read books? Do you go on vacations to say we're going to go somewhere to learn how to better communicate? If the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is truthful and he says marriage is one half of your deen, what are you doing with the other half of your deen? And among his signs is Allah created for you mates and among yourselves so that you may find tranquility in them. He has set love and mercy between you. And surely in this are signs for people who give thought. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Brothers and sisters, today I'm really just talking about a subject that only takes a couple of minutes, but I'm really passionate about it because if you look across the formation, marriages are in turmoil. The divorce rate is skyrocketing. 90% of men who were polled, I know statistics sometimes are skewed, said they have had adulterous affairs. 55% of women have admitted to adulterous affairs. Why is that? That's the question. Is it because we're weak? Maybe. Is it because we're not fulfilled? Maybe. But the question I have for you today as believers, how much time do you put in your craft? We know you put in time for your careers. We know you put in time for your hobbies. But how much time do you put in for the person that you say you're going to spend the rest of your life with? This is important because your children, if you have any, really are going to be parents like you are. They're going to learn love from you. They're going to learn how to treat mother from you. They're going to learn how to treat father from you. The Prophet Muhammad said marriage is one half of faith. They asked Aisha radiallahu anha, they asked her, what was the Prophet Muhammad's greatest attributes? Now my wife is going to love this. But he said he did housework so I wouldn't have to. She said, what was his second attribute? He said he was the living Quran. And see, and the Quran deals with mercy and love. So those people you say you love, you serve. I'm going to say that again because I don't want you to miss that. Those people you say you love, you serve. We serve mostly for money. The Quran says, wait until Yom Kiyama comes. Those people who are chasing this dunya. He says, those people who are chasing really a mirage, yet he has put in your charge your family, your children, and yet somehow we put them to the side. I leave you as I come to you with an admonition from the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and the Quran. Part of being a better person is serving, and part of being a better servant is serving those who you say you love. Wa kulli kali hadi wa astaghfir. He comes salat.